Hey guys, so welcome back to Forza Horizon. So today I've actually got an idea. I mentioned this in the last episode. Well, what we're going to do is just drive around the map today. I kind of want to show off the map for you guys. There actually is a place where there is a dam, and I can't remember where it is. I should have looked it up before I started recording, but I actually am not sure where it was. We'll just drive around until we find it. I'm gonna drive, just drive. We're not gonna. There might be not a lot of editing in this episode because we're just gonna drive to our heart's content. So if you guys want to see the map, I bet I've showed this part of the map before. We've driven through it. Well, actually, no, because I could do a lot of cuts. You guys may have not seen this. This is for people who have never played this game before. I just want to show off the map for you guys. So we're going to do a whole episode dedicated to that today. So let's just start off driving over this way. What do we got? You guys could help support the video. If you end up liking this video, leave a like or whatever you can do. It really helps out. I know the last episode was quite delayed from the previous one, so I'm going to try to do these more often. We got one of these here. You can drive on some of these roads. Yeah, if you guys have only like played Horizon 5 or some of the later ones after this one, then you guys will be able to see the difference here. With a map, see, there's barriers here, and in Horizon 2, they really opened up the map. So, they really opened it up, which is really nice. Okay, so what do we got now? This could end up being a long episode because there's a lot I want to show here. I want to go back this way because this is where we were heading to begin with. And I don't want to spend any credits on fast traveling. So, because it's cost 10,000, which is actually quite a lot for me right now because I only have 25k. That's a huge chunk of what amount of credits I have right now. So, we just have to drive everywhere. It's a bit of a pain, and I can't, like as you can see right here, we can't just buy fast travel anywhere. See if I go to this. Watch what happens. It's because the servers for this game have been shut down for years. So, they've probably been shut down since at least since Horizon 3 came out. And Horizon 3 came out in 2016. I think it probably in Horizon 3 or Horizon 2, they got shut down the servers for this game. I would guess maybe Horizon 3. I think I've made play multiplayer on this. I think I did it once after I had Horizon 2 just to see if people were still playing it. Because I still had Xbox Live Gold at that time. My brother was had a shared account, and well, not a shared account. His account was set to the main account, and so everybody who was on the same Xbox would be able to have access to like Gold and Game Pass and stuff. So, and then he stopped paying for it because he got too busy and stuff, and he doesn't play it very much. So he kind of stopped, which is, I mean, I'm not going to blame him for that. It's like, I just can't play online anymore as a result. So, don't crash into crap, please. Okay. Let's see what we got here. So there's a whole nother road right here. Hopefully this episode isn't too boring for you guys. I just wanted to really show off the map today. So, we're going to do this just for one episode. And in the next episode, we're just going to go back. Oh my gosh. Crashing into traffic. We'll just go back to playing normal. Oh, okay, let's see. I don't have it in full screen. That may be my issue. I forgot to put it in full screen. Okay. So head over this direction. Head over to the left. Because there's a bunch of stuff here we want to look at. This is what I came here for, because I really wanted to show off the map. It's definitely not as interesting as like the newer games, because there's not as much open area. Horizon 2 is when they started to open up. Horizon 4, there's still a lot of like Horizon 2. Oh, that's done. We'll check that in a minute. But with the open up map in Horizon 2, there was still some, like, in Horizon 5 and 4, there's some walls that can be broken. not as many walls could be broken. Even Horizon 3 opened up a little bit more. And like every game, up until Horizon 4, they opened it up. I think in Horizon 5, it feels about the same. Admittedly, Horizon 5 in some cases does feel like a reskin of Horizon 4. It really, honestly, isn't that much different, unfortunately. Just the map, mainly. I mean, there isn't really any massive changes, which is kind of sad to admit, but it's true. Some changes, but like there's this new weather system where there's like some storms, like sandstorms and stuff. That wasn't in Horizon 4, but that's like the extent of it. And then you got ray tracing for like Xbox Series X and then PC. Obviously on Xbox One. But that's it. So, you know, we need to go get that barn farm. We need to get that car. Soon I'm going to go get it. I'm going to drive through this area first to show this area off. Because I don't want to have to fast travel back. So just go here, and then after that, we'll go grab that car. And then we'll go check out some other areas. And then we'll just continue on from where we were. So you can see this entire town here. I don't think we're going to visit every single area, though. That's going to take a long time. Even with the relatively small map, like this, look at the size of this map. Compared to like Horizon 5, this map is tiny. This is probably, I don't know if this is true, but it might be like 25% of like the Horizon 5 map. I wouldn't be surprised if it took like 4 of these to make the size of the Horizon 5 map. I'll have to go check and look that up. I might add some text like to see if what is actually true for you guys. And put the action. Because don't take that as fact, because I'm actually not sure, but I'm sure it could be something like that. I wouldn't be surprised. Anyways, over this way. There's a little swell right here, but I want to drive right here. So let's turn around over here, drive this way, because there's a road right here we haven't driven on. I don't think it's anything really special. Be careful. I do want to do some races, but we'll do some more next episode. We unlocked another Horizon outpost, so we can fast travel here. Problem is we don't have free fast travel until we get some decent credits, get farther into the game. I won't be doing that too much, unfortunately. We're just gonna have to drive to a lot of locations. At least in Horizon 5, there is because on here, literally the only boards, there's no XP boards, and there's no fast travel boards. So you just got upgrade boards, which are discount for upgrades. So like the only way to get fast travel, can you even? I don't even know if there's even a way to reduce the amount of cost the fast travel is. Because even if you were able to buy that, because the servers were down, fast travel anywhere, you'd be able to fast travel anywhere on the map. But that's it. You would still have to pay for it. Wow, there is some quality of life improvements on the next Horizon games. There are some better things about it, just like the cutscenes, which I really miss. Like in Horizon 5, currently at the time of this recording, there is a Series 13, which is the 10th anniversary series, and even the story for that. There's the acting and the story was really good for the New Horizon story, but the cutscenes pale in comparison to the cutscenes in this one. And I think when I was younger, I remember saying, "Oh, their cutscenes aren't like super great. This is their first time." I think I told my brother that. It's like, this is their first time doing that because they'd never done that in Forza game before. This is their first experience, you know, not knowing that Playground was actually the ones making this game. And then next game after that, the cutscenes kind of disappeared. So, I mean, there was a little bit on Horizon 2. There's the main guy, like in some of the Horizon games, the main festival dude. Um, he there was some cutscenes with him. But then like Horizon 3, it completely just like went away. And then Horizon 4, they went into the Horizon stories. But even with the Horizon stories, the cutscenes are not very good. A lot of times you just see their heads bobbing and their mouths aren't even moving. Which I think is so crazy because in Horizon 1, which came out 10 years ago, you got these crazy drawn out cutscenes. Which are actually way better than 2021's Horizon 5. Like, I cannot deny that that is something that is gone, and I would love to have back. Of course, it takes a lot. I think a lot of it has to do with, like, they release a game every 2 years. Which I think is probably a lot of the reason. Well, Horizon 4 came out. I mean, 5 came out 3 years after 4, but it's every other time before that it's been 2 years. And I feel like even with Horizon 2, I mean with Horizon 5, it doesn't feel like, I thought it would be better because of more development time. The game itself really does not feel like it's had any extra development time. I hate to say it, but it's just way too similar to Horizon 4 for that to be the case. Hopefully in Horizon 6, because Horizon 6 obviously won't be coming to Xbox One. It'll take full advantage of the Xbox Series X, and hopefully when that one comes out, it'll take full advantage of that, and it'll have some new changes, because they're rebooting the Forza Motorsport series. Maybe they should also reboot Forza Horizon. Just call the next game Forza Horizon. I mean, they could call it Horizon 6. We'll just have, like, everything overhaul. Like, it needs an overhaul. Because the graphics, at least on Xbox One, even Horizon 2 graphics and Horizon 3 graphics, I would say are relatively the same as the Horizon 5 graphics on the Xbox One. So, and I don't even think they're much better on Xbox Series X unless you go to, like, ray tracing. So, you know, they really, really need to do, like, an overhaul. I mean, the graphics are really good. I would say they're really good. But that's not even the bad thing. I mean, the graphics are fine. We don't need crazy graphics in these games. We don't need it. But it doesn't need to stay the same for such a long period of time. It really doesn't. So, I think Horizon 1 and 2, as far as the entire series go, was the biggest jump in graphics and updates to the game as well. Except for, like, the cutscenes. But, like, the opening up of the map and all that. And then, you know, the graphics. That was Horizon 2's biggest updates. I think it was the graphics and opening the map. Opening the map was the biggest one. Of course, the Horizon 2 on Xbox 360 was actually made by a different company. I didn't know this, but I found out. Someone told me. And that explains a lot because well, they're not worried about the graphics, but, like, there were so many freaking bugs. Like, there was grass, flowers, like trees that weren't even touching the ground. And there was other glitches too, but, like, and you can go into some areas that we weren't supposed to be able to get into. Like, I got into one of the areas where, like, there's walls that are blocked off, but there's like people in there. But I got in there, and it wasn't even hard to do because the game was so broken on Xbox 360. And I got in there, and it's like there was no. So you would just go through all the people and all the stuff in there. Just super funny. I think it was an area where there was a Ferris wheel, so you can even drive through the Ferris wheel, like ghost through it, which is super funny. But on Xbox, like on Xbox One and PC, the game was normal. There was not any insane bugs like that. But the Xbox 360 version was absolutely horrendous. I would say even with, like, Horizon 5. The Xbox One version doesn't have that many issues as Horizon 2 with Xbox 360, but it has extremely slow loading times. I would guess between 3 and 5 minutes just to load up the game. I'm not even exaggerating. It's an insane amount of time. And then there's quite a bit of crashing. I was hoping in the last patch with the 10th anniversary update, that would fix that, but no way. No way. Those issues are very still present. And then there's issues with the route creator, where if you try to play in your own route, because a lot of times I make them for myself because I want to play a custom route. Well, if you place any props, all the props will just disappear. And then the patch notes in the Series 13 update, they said that it was fixed. Well, guess what happened when I did my one of my recent ones, my recent routes? The props disappeared. So the issue is still there, despite them saying the patch notes fixed it. And I know it's not, that issue in particular is not just an Xbox One issue, as far as I've heard. It's on all platforms. And it still isn't fixed, despite them saying that they fixed it. Which is something I have never seen in a Horizon game to this date. Because every time, they were always good about fixing stuff. And it's starting to make me a little worried, because it's like, if they're going to say they fixed something in the patch notes and it doesn't get fixed, that worries me a lot. Because it's like they don't know and they're being incompetent about it. Like a game I play like Asphalt 9, which is starting to remind me of this, where it's not nearly as bad, but it's something that happens in that game a lot, on the Switch at least. And I don't want this to happen in the Horizon series or the Motorsport series of Forza in general. So it's something, it's only the first time it's ever happened to me, so hopefully it doesn't continue, because that's bad, and it's something I really am worried about now, because it's happening before our eyes the first time. Hopefully it doesn't continue, or I'm going to start to get really, really worried about it. Game getting into an absolute broken state, where I really am going to start to not like Forza, and I really don't want that to happen. When like the Motorsport series, Horizon 5 and through 7 have similar graphics. I feel like all three of them are relatively the same game with most of the same tracks. Car selection is a little better. I mean, a lot better, but that's the main thing that changes. You might as well have just, like, on Motorsport 6, you might as well have just, you know, added more cars instead of releasing one called Motorsport 7, because it's basically the same game. Motorsport 7 has issues where it's all, like, even like selecting cars in the menu is so laggy, it's insane. And it takes a while. Like when I played multiplayer, when I had access, there's a barn here, but I had access to Xbox Live Gold and Game Pass and all that, so I was able to play online. But like when you're trying to change your car, loading into multiplayer race, because the way multiplayer works in Motorsport 7 is you enter lobby, and you have to wait for one to end, and then you wait for another race to start. So it takes so long to select a car in that game because of how laggy the menus are, that by the time you select it, a race could be over. No joke. And that happened to me so many times that I was like panicking. I gotta select a car, but I couldn't do it, and I would get so frustrated because the car would not let me freaking select the car. And it was like, what is going on? And I think it's a lot of the reason why they're rebooting Forza Motorsport. And hopefully it's better from then on. If it's not, then I have some honest, real worries about the Forza series coming up, guys. Like, honestly, there are some things about this series that are really starting to get on my nerves and are trying to make me very worried about what's next. Hopefully it doesn't get any worse on Horizon. Like, I really wish I could play it on PC. I worry about, like, because my laptop is not super low end, but not super high end. I think it's like $500. But I don't think it would be able to run Horizon 5. Meaning I'm playing Horizon 1. Technically, I can actually play it on my laptop, and I'm actually not playing the PC version through the screen recorder on OBS. We've looked a lot through this area. So for now, I think I'm just going to head over here. There's not much over here to see. I want to go over here next, I think. But I'm going to go over, maybe apply some upgrades to the car we got, and paint it and all that. And I'll see you guys back. Okay, so I decided I was going to test out. We actually got a showcase here that I just spotted. I didn't realize that we had a showcase. So I'm going to do this here, and then we're going to go back and looking at the map. But this car, I was going to upgrade it to S-Class, but I didn't have enough credit, so I just did B for now, just so it wouldn't be too slow, because it is a C. So here it is, and I've got a pearlescent kind of green kind of on it, so I just chose a special color, and I liked the green, so I put it on there. Anyway, let's go find the showcase, and then we'll go back to looking around the map. We get to keep the car, too.
he does, you'll win the car.
Let's go. This is one thing I miss about showcases too, is you win a car. I don't even think you can win a car anymore, can you? I don't think you have for a long time. I don't even know if you can in Horizon 2. Alright. Let's race this balloon. Oops, I'm using the wrong button. I didn't think I was actually going to do a race in this episode because I wanted to fully focus on it. On the map, but that's fine. We might get it. I wonder how close we are to our next wristband, though. I have no clue. Oh! Do we want to rewind that? Be careful. We need to be paying attention. I am playing through my laptop. Screen is a little smaller, but it's actually not that bad. I wish I could play through my TV, but it's annoying to set up. And I always have trouble setting it up. Trying to get the TV to also work while recording because there's only 2 HDMI ports on this screen recorder, so it's really hard to figure out. And I just decided we're just going to do it this way because it's much easier for me to set up without the stress of it. I think that's also why I haven't been making a lot of videos with this, but I think I will now do more because of this, now that I can do this. And I want to do some others too. I really wanted to do a Horizon 5 video. I thought of doing one of the new Horizon story in Horizon 5, but what made me not decide to do that is because of the music. I really wanted to hear the music because of nostalgia and all that. So I was like, if I play the music, I'm going to get copyrighted. And I was like, I'll just go without it. I think maybe I could still record it because I've got all the stars on all of them already. I could re-record it and just do it anyways. Just to show it off, because I've had trouble finding ideas for content in Horizon 5. That's really why I haven't done anything. Because I've had so much trouble figuring out what ideas to make. Since I can't play online, there really isn't a lot of options. It's really hard for me to come up with ideas. That's why there's only like one Horizon 5 video on my channel. It's just a really short video of me passing people. That's it. Alright. What? Hold on a minute. What just happened? We messed up too hard or something? I think what I'm going to do is try it again in the next episode, and we're going to continue to explore the map because I don't want to spend too much time doing this. So where I want to go is down here. I'm not very good with directions, so I just go like that to make it easier for myself so I don't get lost. One thing I like to do with open-top cars like this is drive through here. Well, we'll try that. So we'll probably start the next episode with that, with the next showcase. So, with that showcase. I can't believe we lost. I might have to move my face.
Hey, I'm hearing there's a bar
really?
over by Finley Dam. The area is marked on your map.
Do we want to check? We want to check out this area because we're right here and come back later. We didn't even have enough credits to fast travel. Do you know how far that is? Well, I'll probably just fast travel to the festival site. I'll probably just fast travel to the festival site. That's definitely what I'll do. Funny enough, I was just seeing those because those people you can race along the roads. The driver cars weren't introduced to Horizon 5. I mean, Motorsport 5, not Horizon 5. And Horizon 2 was the first Horizon game with driver cars. So all the AI in this game are actual, like, complete AI. They're not based on real people, and they all have these names. So, though, actually, fun fact, the Horizon 2 didn't actually have, on Xbox 360, did not have driver cars. Only Xbox One. And I think it was exclusive to Xbox One, because I don't think Horizon 2, as far as I've heard, they didn't start going to PC until Motorsport 6. I think Horizon 3 was probably the first one that also came to PC. I know for a fact Horizon 2 did not. Obviously, this one didn't. People emulate this game. This game is old enough that I wouldn't be too bothered if somebody did it. But I do own the game on disc, and I'm playing it through my Xbox right now, so why would I do that? Horizon 2. I want to make a series on that, but I don't own the game, so I don't think I will. Horizon 3, I could do that. Or I could make a video in Horizon 3 just showing off the map or something instead of making a whole series. But I kind of want to make a series. So if you guys would like, I think I said this before, if you guys would like to see a Horizon 3 series, then let me know. Man, maybe we need to go out. Maybe we'll be able to see a little better if we go like this. We'll go like this and we'll be able to see even better. Oh, there's one of these boards here. This episode's probably going to be pretty long because we're showing off a bunch of the map. Hopefully, you guys are free to like skip around too if you want. If you're a little bored, you can skip around. I'm not bothered by that. There's a spot right up here which I wanted to check out because it's a dead end. So what's exactly is up here? Obviously, I don't remember because it's been a long time since I've even beat this game. It's literally a pointless dead end that doesn't go anywhere. It's probably one of the most open areas in the game. Interesting. It literally just doesn't go anywhere. Weird. There's a barn right there. I'm not sure if that's used for a barn find. I think it's not because it's just particular. Because in every Horizon game, all the barns are identical. So, I really want to. Speaking of barn finds, we need to. I'll probably finish off the episode with that, like we did in the last one. I think 2 barn finds can show up at the same time. Not show up at the exact same time, but if you don't go claim another one and you could do some races or stuff, another one might show up. I think. Well, we have enough time here. I don't think another one is going to show up. There might be... Can't remember how many barn finds there is, but there might be like 5 of them. And the one where... The next one is the 3rd one. We just got this on the last episode. Which is crazy to me. As far as recording goes today, I only recorded the last episode 2 days ago. So, like... Okay. What do we got next? See, this area, there's a lot of area here that's actually pretty open. Surprisingly. There's not a lot of this in this game, so it's nice to see. This is probably one of the most open areas in the entire game without a lot of fences. This would be a good place for a race. I'm not sure if any pop up here. But, like, you could actually have, like, a small cross-country race here. There's not a lot of places for cross-country races, and I'm not sure why that road wasn't updating just now. That was weird. Some weird glitch or something. So we just head over to the barn find, because I think we've seen most of this area. We don't need to get every road, so I'm going to head over to the barn find. And I will see you guys there, I think. Alright, so I decided to start from here, because there's this little bridge here. What I realized, actually, when I was going over here, is this is the dam, which is actually perfect, because I wanted to show the dam in this episode. It's a really cool place. But that's probably where the barn find is, and I want to show the drive up here. So we'll go up here. I don't know if I've been here yet. Oh, I didn't see that. Okay. It looks like we have passed that spot before, though, at some point, because there's a board there that we can see. There's a little dot. But I haven't all the way actually driven up all the way to the dam yet. So let's continue on this way. I know we're a little far away, but I just want to show it to you guys. You guys can't actually see how far we are away because it's in the bottom left, where my face cam is. It shows how far we are away from our destination, but I just had to get. I don't know where else to really put my face cam, so. This is the best place, I think. It's built. You can still see the map just fine and all that, so. Thing is, the way I have this set up, I have to see the face cam while I'm actually playing. So I can't see it either. Maybe there's a better way, I don't know. Somehow record the face cam separately, which I don't really know how to do that. Or if it is even a way. And then you would have to line up my voice also, so it's probably not worth it. It's fine. We got a speed zone here. I don't think we've done this one yet. So just watch out for traffic. And of course, like on this game, I don't know if it was still like Horizon 3 or 4, but traffic does not ghost. So you have to be really, really careful in speed zones. Just take car there and you lose a ton of speed, so you have to be really, really careful. I'm glad that they did that because it was super annoying. I can't remember the drift zones. I don't remember. There probably is. We don't have any cars that can drift right now, and I don't think there's any Formula drift cars in this game as far as I know. I don't think so. You would have to tune a car for drift, which I really don't know how to do. I'd have to watch a video on how to do it just to do it. This is like lines up so perfect, because we just go over here so we can find the barn, which is in the area. I want to take this path, this other path that we're close to, instead. I've decided. So we got a fast travel location, which is nice, but we have to pay 10,000 to fast travel. We don't even have that many credits right now, do we? We need 400 for that, but I want to upgrade this car to S-Class. We need way more credits if we want to do that. The only reason I really upgraded to B-Class, because I didn't want to be driving around in an incredibly slow car. So I wanted to be a little faster than it being in C stock. I didn't want this thing to be stock. What year is it from? I don't know. It's probably from the 60s. It's quite old, so it's not surprising. This is a legitimate race car. Race cars back then, not nearly as fast as they are now, but there's a lot less race restrictions than now. There isn't. Now there's just race restrictions. They got the things called race restrictor plates and all this. Their cars are too fast because it was dangerous. People have died. So they've really, every time someone like dies, they make restrictions worse. Or someone gets injured, they make the restrictions even worse to try to avoid that happening. But people will still get injured, just not as often as they would have back when this car was racing. So there's a barn around here which I just spotted. We may have already gotten it. I think we already got it. Nice! Ha ha! That was way quicker than the last one.
You don't see many of these.
I'm still gonna show off the
BMW has ever produced, the M1.
area. Oh, I like the M1. It's my favorite BMW.
Give me some time, and
I don't
look like she just rolled out of the showroom.
I'm not a BMW fan, but I like that one a lot. I don't hate them. I'm definitely not any sort of fan or anything. They're not my style of car. The M1 definitely is. I just like the look of it. I like those types of muscly looking cars. It's technically a supercar, but it's just a muscly looking vehicle, and I just like that type of style. It's my style. So, like, my favorite car is Mustang, you know? I like that type of style. It's not a muscle car, but it definitely has the look of one, so. It's just that type of body style I like. I don't know why. But anyway, we'll check out the dam. Show you guys the dam. It's kind of a cool spot to explore. It's probably like the volcano in Horizon 5. This is probably the coolest place in the whole game, in my opinion, and I think a lot of people's opinions, to be honest. So this part right here is where I really wanted to show. This is the dam right here. This is the dam area, which is pretty awesome. And then you can actually drive all the way around. If you can make custom routes in this game, which you can't, then I totally would have had a race that goes around there, because it's just too cool to not have one. Now, every time I see a discount board, I really want to grab those so the upgrades cost less, because that's going to save us some more credits. Still going to be too much. Like, when you collect all 100, we might get them eventually. I don't know. We have to scour the map. Okay, so let's go over here. That's the main spot that I really wanted to show off. Like, that right there is really where I wanted to show. We need to figure out... Okay, we need to go over this way. We have to go over this way in order to get through the tunnel. Oh man, this is a pain. Because we can't just cut. So, do we have to go all the way around? We have to go all the way around just to get here because I want to show off the rest of this. Gosh, dang it. Alright, so we're back around. We need to go down this way because I want to show off this area. I think we're going to finish off the episode with with this area right here. So I need to look at the map again. So do we want to go? So it looks like does this loop around? We'll go straight, I guess, then, because that might loop around all the way back. So just keep going straight. I can't remember exactly what this looks like. I think the dam area we were at before was the most memorable part for me. I really remembered that pretty well. Like, I remembered that spot. I don't have the very good memory, so I don't remember most things, unless it's, like, stands out to me. Like, in Horizon 5, I'll never forget the volcano. In Horizon 4, I think the big thing was there was this huge mountain that you can jump off of. Horizon 3, definitely, the most interesting place for me is the beach. I forget what the beach is called, but there's this huge beach in Australia. There's this huge beach in Australia, which is really cool. It's got this, like, arch and everything. You guys probably know it. Well, it's a very well-known place, but... Okay. Heading over this direction. Come on. We probably don't want to... Which makes the challenge hard. We're not going to do that right now. We definitely need upgrades if you want to challenge that one. I'm not doing that right now, though, because we're trying to look at the map. Occasionally, I will look at the map. Looks like there's 2 looping paths here. So, once we get here, we're just going to go right. Because it looks like... Yeah, we're just going to go right, because... Be able to show off some of this. Wow, it's ready already? Well, we'll deal with that in the next episode. Like in Horizon 5, it just took forever for me. There was one car. It was like, am I ever going to get this car? It was... So, what happened when I first played Horizon 5 is I got Game Pass for 1 month because it was $1. And then I wasn't able to play it for months after that. And I didn't get the game till like, I didn't get the game till actually June when my birthday came. Because I don't have a job, so it's really hard to get games whenever I want. So I finally got it. And then that freaking barn find I had gotten before, when I finally was able to get on the game, it was just, for like days, literal days, it was not finishing. I was wondering if it was a bug or what's going on. And it finally, I don't remember which car it was, but it just took so long. I was like, I want this car. It must have been a really cool car because I wanted it really badly. But it just would not, absolutely would not finish. And it was, I had never, in any Horizon game, I had never experienced before a barn find taking that long. So hopefully that was the only barn find that I noticed that really took that long. I don't know what it was. I think it was probably because it was worth a lot of credits. But the amount of time it took was an absurd amount. Oh, let's drive over here and show this. Okay, let's see. I think I actually might finish off the episode with this. This is the main area I wanted to show off. I showed off some of the map. Not as much as I would have liked. But there's enough here to where it's going to be hard for me to show it all. So, here we are. A really cool spot. So, I will see you guys in the next episode.